And
know.
you mentioned in your interview recently that you see some stuff wrong with the way sponsorship is in the sport at the moment.
Well, yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think right now there is a lot of things that are different. There is racing. There is social media.
Yeah.
There is well, I don't know how you call that, influencers or stuff. There is the YouTubers. There is people that develop products, and
Yeah.
they all have a role to play, and I see the value in all of them. But I think that right now the way sponsorship kind of works is that there is no way. Like for example, like take someone like François Baimet, for example.
Yeah.
Like his
He's great rider.
career was
Yeah.
super like amazing rider,
Yeah.
and I think he's one of the guy who got like he was always in the top 10, always.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Like even with a shit race, he was always in the top 10, super consistent. And then this guy, his career was based on results.
Yeah.
And then one year he didn't have the results. Like he was like outside of the top 10, like he had few things in his life or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next year he didn't find anything. He couldn't find any sponsor, which is
Yeah.
kind of shitty because it means that brands are more focused on people who have like a good social media base, maybe a YouTube channel or something like that. And then
Yeah.
the result kind of comes a little bit later. But what I'm saying is that a racer has a different value, you know, like they are good testers. They can develop products. They can do all these things. And for me right now, I think that brands are maybe too focused on social media.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
And
you're
they
a
are
social media guy yourself.
I know
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I kind of play. I was playing in in different categories. You know,
Yeah.
I could pull off some good results sometimes at some EWS. My social media was good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of playing a little bit everywhere. So for me, it's not as big of a struggle as someone, for example, like Thomas Lapéry. Thomas Lapéry had the
Yeah.
same thing last year. Like
Yeah.
he had an amazing season, and last year he couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that for me there is something that's kind of that need to be a little bit readjusted in terms of salaries as well. The way we make money as a racer, like for example, but there's nothing behind really. You just take your salary and there's no. I don't know.
You
I
say
don't know.
the
I feel there is no way. I'd like to see the impact that we have on brands. You
yeah.
know, like I'd like to find a way that we can measure. Okay, Windmaster is actually selling this amount of bikes or this amount of equipment. I'd like to find a way of that. And basically your salary is based on that. Maybe
Yeah.
you get a percentage on the stuff that you sell, you know?
Yeah.
And so that way you have a value and you're like, okay, well,
It's
the
this
more job
much.
I'm
It's
gonna do with
super
that,
clear. Yeah.
yeah, it's super clear. And racers, I think, should be playing in a different category because you know, like they can't really focus. They have some other stuff to focus. But someone that's like his career is based on social media or YouTube or whatever, then their career should be a different. It's a different approach, and they should not be taking the money from the racers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And which right now is a little bit the case.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Because a
it's
racer like someone,
also goes the other way as well. Some brands are still just looking the results and not the social media.
yeah, I know. I don't
So
know.
that it's hard. Like
Yeah.
yeah. And
If I
then
was a brand, I will try to find. You know, I will have different categories of people.
yeah.
I will for sure have a racer, or you know, like if I was a bike brand, I will
Yeah.
have some racers because they test the products, they develop stuff, they have knowledge, and like they give feedbacks to the engineers and everything, and we need them, you know, to develop good products. But then also these guys are not Jackson.
Jackson's a bit noisy, mate.
Jackson is noisy. Just
Yeah.
Jackson wants to go outside and he wants to go play. He's like,
All right.
what are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you bring me outside? Hey, Jackson. How you going, mate?
Jackson, what are you doing? No, what are you doing? You want to go chase the bear? No, you're not going to chase the bear. That's bad. Okay,
Yeah.
go over there. Go over there. Go see over there. Oh, I'm probably over there. Go over there. Yeah. He's destroying all my daughter's toys.
Not good. Yeah.
Not good. She's not going to be happy tonight.
No.
She's going to come back from daycare and she's going to be, Dada! What happened?
Yeah.
Anyways, so I don't know. So if I was a brand, I will have someone like Windmaster, and I will also have someone like Samil.
Yeah. Yeah. You need both.
So
Yeah.
I need both because I know that Windmaster is gonna do some stuff that and he sees outside of the box in terms of like marketing and social media and like even like you just created a fucking podcast. That's fucking amazing. You already created this way, like the Win TV and all this kind of stuff. Who else does that? There's only you to do that.
Yeah. Well,
we need people like you. Yeah. Also people like Sam. And Sam, if you check Sam's Instagram, he has a big social media platform because he's an amazing racer.
Yeah.
But he's not a social media person.
No,
like if
not
he
really.
checks his it's about his kids and his wife and you know.
Yeah.
He shows his wife's butt. He's like, ooh. He's like, he's telling us, look at my wife. She's hot. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. No, fair enough. That's hopefully they can eventually find a way to work out the value. But I can't see any way that you can see the value. There's no clear way to show that.
I think it has to be completely separated. A racer is a racer, and he has to focus on racing and training and all this kind of stuff. But as on the other side, someone that's like social media based and YouTube and whatever, they need to be paid. It's a different marketing. And I think they need to be paid with the stuff that they sell because they can generate direct sales through their platform. You know?
Yeah.
For example, they want to be influencers and they want to have people buying their stuff. Then you do like, what's his name? I know him. Remy Métayer.
Yeah.
Use the code Remy15 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah.
Use the code Remy15 and he takes a 15% in his pocket.
All right.
It's not a 15% discount. People think that it's a 15% discount, but it's not. It's 15% in his pocket.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. What do you see what do you think of the salaries in mountain biking? You think it's good or?
Well, I think there is some big gaps.
Yeah. But
I think that there is some people that are making quite a bit of money at the top.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that there is some people that are making not a lot of money.
yeah, like less than the minimum wage, probably.
Yeah, some people are probably in the top 20. Well, I think Flo Nicolai last year was like making 20 or 30,000 euros a year.
Really?
Yeah.
And he was going for the overall.
And he was going for the overall.
Shit.
But I don't think that it's maybe it wasn't last year, but maybe the year before, which was the same. He was still playing for the overall.
Yeah.
I think he was the most underpaid racer for a long time. Flo.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. I really hope that this year is better.
Yeah, you hope so. But it's also quite often that you agree as a person to the contract, but like if you have no knowledge or confidence, it's hard to be confident as just a sole athlete, you know, like by yourself.
I know it's hard, eh?
Yeah.
It's hard, but I think that's why it's important to kind of talk in between racers,
Yeah.
and so you have an idea of like what people make and what we've been kind of doing that since a long time with like Jay Clements and a bunch of like French guys.
Mhm.
Well, we talked a little bit. I talked to Samil about his contract a few years ago, and just to have an idea, like what the
Yeah.
top guys are making, and also what the average people are making.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and again, I think there is some big gaps that are not really well justified.
Yeah.
Like someone like Flo should be making like a 6-figure salary,
Yeah, for sure.
but I really doubt that he is.
And a 6-figure salary in any other sport is very small.
A 6-figure salary in the other sport, if you are playing at the top, playing for the overall win, it's really small.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
When
probably
when you are one of the best in the world, yeah.
not
Anyways, but
not
that's
that
also
we
media and
not that we do it for
yeah.
the salary as such,
No,
but I think you still need to be paid your value, otherwise someone else is winning. Like,
well, the thing is that our sports, like, is the length of our career are so short.
yeah.
And we take a lot of risk. We train super hard. We have a lot of pressure with even if we say that we don't really, but we have pressure with sponsors.
Yeah.
We have some things that we need to do, and we have to respect our contracts and everything. And yeah, there's some stuff that are mandatory. And fucking hell, sometimes you just make it, you barely make it at the end of the month,
Yeah.
and your career stops, and then what do you do after? Like, you gave everything. Like, sometimes people just give up on studying and everything. They give up on schools, and you're at the end of your career, and what do? You go work in a bike shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go from this like super high, like you basically, like, you're a fucking rock star, because that's, you go into some country like Colombia, and that's how we feel. You remember when we were over there?
The people,
Like,
it's a national
it's amazing.
sport for them. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And you go, like, so you experience these highs in your life that are amazing, and you really feel like a rock star, and you're at the end of your that's it. And I don't see that happening in someone like that plays baseball or soccer, or when they retire, they retire.
And
which is not the case for us at all.
Yeah, they have enough money to retire.
They retire. So that's why when I was like, I'm stepping away from racing. Yeah, I'm not retiring at all. Like, I have to work.
Yeah, but in future you plan to keep doing your social media and you'll stay as like a ambassador rider, or?
Oh yeah. I'm so when I'm saying, like, right now, I see some weird stuff with sponsorship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find ways to change things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some experiments. I'm gonna do some experiments on myself first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And next year, I'm still gonna be a sponsored athlete, because I'm gonna race a little bit still, and I'm gonna do some testing, and I'm gonna do all videos and social media, and I'm still in the industry, because I'm starting my coaching business, so I'm gonna be in direct contact with people, but I'm gonna try different ways. So I'm for sure gonna take some cuts in my salary as my fixed salary, but I'm gonna find ways to be involved differently with sponsors, and to get paid with the impact that I have with the brands,
Yeah.
and see how that works. Like, what I'm saying is that right now I'm stepping away from racing, and I don't want to take the money that from someone that's completely focused on racing. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, right now I'm stepping away, so I need to let my place to someone else to come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, now I need to find a different way to get paid.
Yeah. And
Still a little, like, I still need like a small salary, like I'm still gonna do my job and everything, but it will be less, and I completely acknowledge that, and I totally understand, and I want that.
Yeah.
And but different ways. So I will keep you posted on stuff.
Yeah. Well, if you're definitely interested, even myself, and we can work together to try to make it more fair for everyone. That's even what I try to do with the privateer thing, because I think often privateer racer goes unnoticed. Like they're in 30th place, but they slept in a tent at the race or something.
I know. Yeah.
So it's try and bring a bit more attention on them and reward them for their performance, because it's pretty hard.
Exactly. I think that for a long time, for a little bit, the bike world was kind of going well financially.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know what you think, but I don't know if with the COVID and everything, I don't know how it's going right now for brands.
Yeah. I think
I know that
some is doing really well because people rushed out and buy bikes, but then they run out of supply, and others, depending on what they're selling, some would be harder.
I know. Yeah. I think that everybody was kind of going well for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that we're gonna reach a point where now it's gonna get hard.
Yeah, I think less than some other industries though, because we're at least in like a sport. It's like sport, and people want to do that now when they have more time. They probably work less, maybe have less money, but they want to be outside more.
Yeah, so but I was reading some stats. That apparently the entry level bikes, so beginners, is actually through the roof right now.
Yeah, they don't have supply they sold all of them.
They sold them.
Yeah, like it's the problem
everything
now
is sold out.
is getting new ones, like more product. Yeah, you're checking for the bear again.
He moved, huh? It's still over there. I don't know if you can. Oh, you can see it's in the middle.
Kind of, the black spot in the middle. But you don't have a name for the bear since he's always there next to your house.
Blackie.
That's
my daughter. My daughter. I was like, we need to find a name for the bear, and she was like, well, Blackie.
Oh,
Blackie is black.
Yeah.
Blackie, the little black bear.
Yeah, sweet. It's good.